Hi guys, welcome to Wickerman Sports Chat and welcome to a brand new NFL season. This is our NFL season outlook, preview, whatever you want to call it. I'm so excited. What we got? We got 6 o'clock Central European time. So we got 8 hours. In 8 hours it starts, and it all starts with the Dallas Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be popping that up later, telling you what we're going to be doing. But hey, listen, I don't want to run the show on my own, so questions are welcome. Let me know whatever you guys are thinking about. And I'm just going to quickly check that out. There you go. So, look, some people in the poll. NFL rules my life. No, it doesn't rule my life, but I love it. I can tell you that. I love it. But look, it's going to be an epic season. Can the Eagles do what they did last year? I actually think they could repeat. We'll get into it slowly but surely. We're going to build up to this fantastic season. We're going to go through all the games and everything like that. But first of all, let me just adjust the camera a little bit there. So let's just all start at the beginning. Let's have a look at all the fixtures of this weekend. I'm going to move over there that you can have a look. So why have I got stuff in grey and why have I got stuff in red? Everything in grey is going to be on what we're going to call VIX Conference. That'll be on Sunday evening. Gonna kind of like the red zone, you guys know from ESPN and stuff like that. We're gonna do all those games in a conference. The 7 o'clock kickoff is Central European time is the big one there. I think there's 8 games there, and then the other 4 afterwards. All the games in red, all those singular games, they will be live on this channel. Starting with the Eagles against the Cowboys this evening. I mean, can Dak Prescott and the Cowboys actually get to the Super Bowl again? It's been years. Jan-Lou, Marnus, Vic, looking forward to that. Listen here, I'm so excited. I'm going to go straight to bed after this one. Go down, lie down for a few hours, 5-6 hours. Then I'll get up at about an hour before the game starts, get the show ready. I'm so pumped. But I want you guys to tell me who you think are your your favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. Let me know. Let's have a little bit of interactivity there and stuff like that. I know. Look, I'm going to go through it. I mean, Jack has got the Cowboys. John is going with John is saying the Cowboys was an accident waiting to happen. Let me just. It's live. Things are changing. We'll get back to the games afterwards. Let's have a quick look into the chat here quickly. So let me just have a look here. So Janet says, "Go Patriots." Andrea, that's our girl from the military base there. She's going with the Cowboys. America's team. Janet, Andrea, it's not America's team. It is definitely not America's team because America, Donald would tell you, we don't do mediocrity, man. It can't be. Rambo is a Steelers man. He's backing Aaron Rodgers to make the Steelers great again. Darren says, "Fly Eagles, fly." John is a Jets fan. John, if you're a Jets fan, I don't have any tissues, but here's a paper for you. It's going to be a long season. I mean, you've said it there. You just you hope they win a game. We will see. Danny is Texas fan. Andrea went as a Cowboy. Tyrone is Las Vegas Raiders. That's a game I definitely want to go watch one day in Vegas. There in that new, the Lions Stadium there in Las Vegas. That looks sensational. Ronnie's going with Texas. Bonnie going with the Giants. Bobo is, obviously he's from Florida. He's from the Florida Keys. So he's going with the Miami Dolphins. Duffy is from the Seahawks Nation. Danny, Seahawks don't have a chance. Ronnie again to Texas. Marnus, Vern's gone home. Yeah, Vern's gone home. Cowboys going with the Eagles with Yanlu. So that's cool, man. That is cool. So let's put those fixtures back up and let's go through them quickly. I mean, I think it's a fantastic opening weekend. I mean, what a game to start the season with. The defending champions against the Cowboys. Eagles, Cowboys, both in the same division. And then Friday morning, Saturday morning, Jesus. This NFL is going to make me lose my mind. The Chiefs against the Chargers. I think that's a big game already. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes up there. You got Justin Herbert, Cowboys, Saquon Barkley. I mean, one of my favorite players there for the Eagles. And then we got through, Buccaneers, Falcons, divisional game already. Bengals, Browns, another one. Colts, Dolphins. Let's see where my Patriots are. I'm a big Patriots fan. So let's see where the Patriots land up this year. They have the Raiders at home. Cardinals at the Saints. Steelers, Jets. Now that's an interesting one because Aaron Rodgers left the Jets to go to the Steelers. Giants, Commanders, Panthers, Jaguars, Titans against the Broncos. I kind of like the Broncos there. My boy there, Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix will do good things. 49ers always there. 49ers Seahawks, a cracking game to start. Packers, Lions, another divisional game. Ooh. I'm going to tell you exactly who I've got from every division and everything like that afterwards. Texans against the Rams. And then again on late Sunday night, big one, Ravens, Bulls. These could be two Super Bowl teams, Ravens, Bulls. And then Vikings, Bears, another grudge match there. All on this channel. So much to get into. So let's move out of the fixtures. Let's go into each division one by one. We'll start off with the NFC, with the AFC, and we're going to go into the AFC East. It used to be since Brady left, it used to be the AFC least, but don't worry. Look, the Jets. I'm gonna quickly just put this out there. I need to. There you go. Take that away. I've got a lot of things open today. There you go. It's going to be a tough show for me. It's going to be a tough show on my own. Yeah, I would. All right. So let's have a look at the NFC East, AFC East first. Look, I think the Bills will win the division. I got to write this stuff down as well. I mean, I could watch it back, but why should I if I can just write the stuff down? So Bills, what have I got for the Bills this season? I think the Bills will go 12-4, 13-3, something like. There's 17 games, so 13-4 or 12-5, something like that. I think the Bills will just have too much. I mean, Josh Allen, I like him a lot. I don't think there's any team in the NFL has a bigger chance of winning their division. I think the Bills are the biggest favorite to win one of the divisions. They are in Super Bowl mode. They are Super Bowl or bust for them. This is the year Josh Allen has to deliver. He has been a sensational quarterback for them for years now. He definitely needs to. He needs to. Look, Justin Fields gone to the Dolphins. The Dolphins. I think Dolphins come in third in this division. I just think their defense have got too many holes. I don't think they've strengthened the defense enough. The Bills will win the division because the Bills are the new Patriots in this division. I think Josh Allen will MVP candidate again. I think the Bills come in first. I think the Patriots will come in second. I do believe that. I think with Vrabel there, I think they've got a good chance. Got some good young talent. I think they'll be over 500. So I'm going 9-8. 9-8 for the Patriots. I'll go 7-10 for the Dolphins and the Jets. I'm going to be nicer than Jack or John was. I think that the Jets will get 2 wins or 3 wins this season. We'll also do some Super Bowl Sundays. No, I'll just do the Super Bowl Sunday. There's only one Super Bowl Sunday. I'll do the Super Bowl Sunday. Don't worry about that. But on every Sunday, there will be the VIX conference. A lot of games every Sunday. Don't worry about it. So I've got the Bills ahead of the Patriots, the Dolphins, and the Jets. But I only have the Bills making the playoffs out of the AFC East. Out of the AFC West, now there's a different story. You've got Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. You've got Justin Herbert and the Chargers. The Chargers, I think, will have a good season this year. You've got the Broncos with Bo Nix as their quarterback. I'm going here. Chiefs to win the division. Chargers in second. I'll put the Broncos in third, and I'll put Las Vegas in fourth. And I do think that 2 teams out of this division come into the playoffs. I think the Chiefs and the Chargers will make the playoffs with an outside chance of the Broncos making it. Maybe. I don't think Kansas City Chiefs are going to be that dominant this year. I'll put them at 10-7. I think they're going to lose more games than they've ever lost with Patrick Mahomes. I think they lose 7 games this year. I think this will be a very tight division. I can see the Chargers going 10-7, the Kansas City Chiefs going 10-7. I would go 9-8 for the Broncos, and Vegas must probably win 4, maybe 5 games. That's it. So that is kind of my AFC West. Then we'll go to the North before we go to the South. Look, you've got to go with the Ravens. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, good defense, good coaching, solid team. Harbaugh is in charge there. Look, for me, Ravens definitely favorite to win this division. Just want to quickly go there. Yeah. Then I think the Bengals all depend on one man. If Cool Joe stays healthy the whole season, he's got Jamar Chase, he's got options there. I just think their defense is kind of like the Miami Dolphins in the East. I think their defense is not Super Bowl worthy. I think that could actually cost them a playoff spot. Their defense, their offense will tick. But now I'm going Ravens ahead of Bengals. With the Steelers and Bengals being very close, I think Aaron Rodgers actually fits well to the Bengals. Coach Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers, I think, will get on. Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Browns is the gift that keeps on giving. They managed to screw up everything, overpaying for shitty quarterbacks. We'll see. Should do a Sanders. Let's see what happens there. I don't know. I think if the Browns win 5 games, they're lucky. I think the Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals will fight for the second spot in the division, and the Ravens take the title here in the AFC North. In the AFC South, look, it's all about the Texans in the South. Let's be honest. It's all about the Texans. I can't see anything else than the Houston Texans being the number 1 team here in the South by a country mile. I actually think the Houston Texans will have the best record in the AFC. I'm going out on a limb here. Let me just check that chat out again. Your first time watching the NFL. All right, cool, man. Cool. You will not be disappointed. Join me at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going Texans, definitely. The second best chance, I give the Jaguars here. But I don't think that... I think they could just sneak into the playoffs. Tennessee and Indianapolis are not playoff teams. They're in rebuilding mode as both of them. I can't see the Colts. The Colts have been suffering since they've lost Peyton Manning. Tennessee Titans, they got rid of Vrabel. Big rebuild there. I think these are 2 teams that might tank a lot of the season just to get a good first round draft pick. So I'm going Texans to make the playoffs, and I'm going Jacksonville Jaguars also to sneak into the playoffs. So let's have a quick roundup what I've got in the AFC. It's in the AFC, my seven playoff teams are the Bills. Now put in the right order. The Texans and the Bills will have the best record. So I got Bills, Texans, Chiefs, Ravens. They're going to all win the divisions. Then I think Chargers, Bengals, and Jaguars come through. With an outside my wild card or the Broncos in the AFC. That's what I'm going for. A wild card Broncos. I think they could knock out the Jaguars or even maybe the Bengals. But that's what I'm going. But right about now, my top 7 are Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Chargers, Bengals, and Jaguars. Maybe the Broncos. That's where you're going. Then we move into the NFC East. Always one of the tougher divisions. Look, the Eagles will win this division easy. I'm actually going to surprise a lot of people now with this pick. Just quickly, there you go. I think the Commanders come in second here. Dallas, like somebody said in the chat before, I'm stealing Stephen A. Smith's favorite phrase here. It's an accident waiting to happen. The Dallas Cowboys, supposedly America's team, they are the most mediocre team in the league. They will must probably beat the Eagles tonight, and then they'll lose 6 games in a row. That's just the way they are, I mean, things happen to the Cowboys, and I feel so sorry for their owner, Jerry Jones. I mean, how old is Jerry now? 137 years old. I mean, I don't know how old Jerry is. I mean, Jerry doesn't have a long time anymore. He needs another Super Bowl. I mean, you know, the era with Aikman and those boys is gone. Jerry needs a Super Bowl. But Jerry's his worst own enemy. He gets in his own way all the time, man. Look, Micah Parsons, I think it's a great decision to ship him off. I just think that was too much comedy and too much diva there. I think that actually helps the Cowboys. But you got it. Look, the Eagles, they got a good quarterback in Jalen Hurts. They got a good defense. They got a good coach with Sirianni. I mean, for me, they've got maybe the man that deserves to be MVP last season already, Saquon Barkley. I think he's the best running back. Him and Derrick Henry by a country mile. Maybe putting Christian McCaffrey in there from the 49ers. So I'm going Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants. I think the Giants, also another team, be happy to get 4 or 5 wins. I can see the Eagles going 14-3. The Cowboys will be around about 500. Is that enough to get them into the playoffs? I don't know. Washington, I think, will be a little bit over 500, about 10-7, 9-8. But I think the Commanders will make the. Nah, changing it. Only one team goes to the playoffs out of this is going to be the Eagles. Can't see the Commanders and the Cowboys making the playoffs either. Then we go into the NFC West. Just always checking out the chat. Thanks a lot, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'll get you through those games. Don't worry. You know, there's a lot of breaks in the game, so we can talk about a lot of other shit. In the NFC West, obviously, you have the Cardinals, the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. This is a very tight division. A lot of people, this is hard to predict, this division. What would I go with here? Yeah. I still think you got to go with the 49ers here. You know, the 49ers, I just got to always keep my head in the right way. The 49ers, I think, are the right choice here. I think it's 49ers, Rams. Yeah, 49ers, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are in big rebuild mode. A lot of people will, you know, disregard the 49ers, but they got a good quarterback. They got McCaffrey. They got a lot of good pieces to them. They're well coached. The 49ers, 49ers. I don't think anybody gets 11 wins in this. No, I think the 49ers will do the best. Will be 10-7. I'm going to go 49ers 9-8, Rams 9-8, but 49ers to be ahead of them. And then I can see the Cardinals and the Seahawks around about 6-11, 7-10, something like that. I think it'll be very close. But I don't know. Definitely the 49ers for me. 49ers. I do see the Rams and the 49ers both coming into the playoffs out of the West, NFC West. In the NFC North, this is a mongrel division. This is a tough division. This is the heartland. This is where, you know, this is true football, man. The Bears, the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. This is grind football. These teams are known for steely defense, stuff like that. Look, the Detroit have been good the last few years, but you know, where are the Detroit Lions? Have they missed that Super Bowl opportunity to win the Super Bowl? Are they already on the decline? I think the Packers. Look, Micah Parsons, if he behaves himself, that's a big defense sort of addition there. I'm going Packers to win the division ahead of Lions, Minnesota, and then the Bears. I think the Bears are in also a little bit of a rebuild mode at the moment. Minnesota, you never know what you're going to get. Adam Thielen's back. We'll see. But definitely, for me, the Green Bay Packers, I like Jordan Love. They've got a lot of nice pieces around him. Solid. They're going to be a good defensive team. I think the Packers win this division with something like 11-6. Lions will go 10-7. The Vikings, I think, will be under 500, and the Bears, I think, will be happy to win 4 or 5 games. That's just my tip there. There you go. Then we move on. We don't want to keep you guys too long. 20 minutes. I said I try to keep it under half an hour, the show. Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, Buccaneers. This is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. Another tough one for me to predict. I like the Buccaneers. I do like the Buccaneers. I mean, even though they got the same shitty owners as my football team, the family Glazer, I think the Buccaneers will do it. I still like Baker Mayfield. He's got something about him that I like. A lot of people, he's got a little bit of arrogance. I mean, he can play football. He's got a little bit of that mongrel, you know, that dog from the streets, that toughness in him. You know, he's not the greatest finesse guy and stuff like that. But with Baker, he will give you 150% in every game. He'll put his body on the line to win games. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win this division. I think they make the playoffs. But I'm going to add the Falcons into that. I think the Falcons are going to the playoffs as well. Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, rebuilds, my friend, rebuilds. I can actually see the New Orleans Saints having a shit season this year. I think they're going to be last in the division. I just don't know. I mean, look, they've got the right coach, yes, but has he got the right players or the right fit? I don't know. I do not know. So, yeah, that is basically every little division there for you. Let me just go through the NFC again, the whole thing, tell you who I think are going to make it in the NFC. So I got the Eagles, the 49ers, the Packers, and the Buccaneers winning their divisions. And then I see the Rams, the Lions, and the Falcons coming in there. Who else do I think has an out? Those are the 7 playoff picks for me. Who else do I pick? That's the big question. I think the Commanders would be my outside team, my wild card team. For somebody still to make the playoffs, I'd go the Commanders. Maybe, yeah, that's about it. I can't. Maybe the Seahawks somehow. I don't know. But I just don't figure it out. I'm trying to be nice because I have friends that are Seahawks fans. So that's kind of my thing. You know, and then you know, the Super Bowl, the season starts at 17 games. You're so excited, and all of a sudden the Super Bowl's here again, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. But you guys give me your thoughts. Look, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go this year. My Super Bowl is gonna be the Buffalo Bills. I'm going Buffalo Bills against the Eagles. I see the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl. I'm going Bills, Eagles, and I've got the Buffalo Bills to win it this season. Yeah, I think the surprise team of the season for me, I'm going with my Patriots. I think they will make the playoffs, maybe a conference final, something like that. That's in the AFC. That's my surprise team. Be the Patriots and upset team. Call it the upset team. And I think the Rams could be the upset team in the NFC. So there you go. That's what I've got out there. So Vic said Buffalo Bills for the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Bills to win it. Josh Allen to be MVP of the season. Either him or Saquon Barkley, as I think. Yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. So let me just, before I'm going to actually quickly go over and to the morning show quickly. There you go. You see our morning show. There you go. I got it. Different picture in the background. Cowboys, Eagles. Join me at 2 a.m. Central European time for the opening game of the NFL season. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to make football great again. Join me and have a wonderful evening. Get a few hours of sleep before that comes. If you're not on an American time zone, or if you're not on a New Zealand time zone like High Life, but if you're in the Central European time zone, get some sleep so that you're nice and ready and awake. Make sure you get the snacks. Listen, your football without snacks. You gotta get some chips, some popcorn, some peanuts. Jeez, you know, if I was in the US now, I'd definitely be ordering the hot wings and stuff like that. A tub of hot wings. You know, some cool drinks. We'll see. I gotta get my helmet out. I gotta find it. Vern gave me this beautiful helmet that is A snack helmet. I'm going to have it out there, show you guys later, man. And hey, it's football time, baby. It is football time. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. And see you soon, man. Cha-cha. Touchdown.